Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be working with thermal expansion, and we're also going to be working with a little bit of flux. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so we have Jancy and Rage Plays Games on here at the moment. Not a lot has been going on today. It's been pretty quiet. I did make a few things. Also updated the server, so we have open blocks now, which I don't know if it's going to be in the final release. So far, we've already found one issue that is potentially being caused by it, and is the inability to open up the Soul Forge steel anvil. So that's a big issue, considering a lot of this stuff to get out of the Nether revolves around this anvil, which is a pretty large crafting grid, basically. So yeah, that's the only problem. I'm sure that will get fixed, hopefully. If not, then I'm sure that the mod will get pulled. So that'll be something to see. But as of right now, we do have an elevator because open blocks is in here. So that makes our life so much easier having that available. But today, we're going to work on a little bit more in thermal expansion. And what I plan on doing is start our production of flux crystals and stuff like that. So flux crystals will eventually let us get flux electrum ingots, which we will use to make armor and tools and armor and all kinds of weapons. Really good stuff. So there is some very powerful stuff that you can make a part of with this. And I just noticed I was just able to click the quest. And then earlier I wasn't. Yeah, there. I can click the quest. That's weird. I can click the quest, but it doesn't look like I'm supposed to be able to. I don't know. Maybe there's one underneath it that I'm just not seeing. Oh well. Well, we have that to get done, so let's go ahead and get started with it. I do have the spot for the power. We're going to make a few things today. We already have the things really that we need to get this working. The only thing I really need to do is get some redstone. So I'll get a little bit of redstone started here. And I'll go block form. I'm pretty sure that block form is going to be the best way to go. And we'll take a look at this. And we should be able to see how much it actually gives us. So 9 of them will give us the same as 9. So I'm going to work with that. If we have to adjust it, we can. So I'm going to do 14 blocks and get us a bunch of redstone. We're going to need a bunch of destabilized redstone. It should hold 20 buckets worth in total of destabilized redstone. So we'll have that available for us. Maybe make one piece of armor. Who knows? But I'm also going to work on upgrades. So we're going to have to work on some kits. I have not looked and seen how expensive they are. I'm sure they're probably the regular recipe. Yeah, they're the regular recipe. We need to make an induction smelter. So let's get some of the things we're going to need for the induction smelter. Induction smelter, we need Invar. We need redstone reception coils. So we just need a few things that we should have. Alright, so let's get everything for the induction smelter. Bam. I'm not sure there was a quest for it. Let me just make sure. Because I did craft it in there. I don't think so. Oh, there is a quest for the induction smelter. I should have made it outside of here, but I'm going to go ahead and craft it. We're going to place it down. But I will, of course, need to go ahead and complete that quest. I'm going to go ahead and do that. For some reason, when they don't work, you have to complete them. And all's good there. Okay. Alright, so I went ahead and completed the quest. Let's see what we get. So we got some prosperity shards. Ooh, those are nice. And we got chance cubes. And we got 2 chests. So that's not too bad. So there we go. Alright, so I can just toss these in here. We've been storing stuff like that. By the way, things that did change, we no longer have those apples that were being produced over here. So we no longer have those cooked apples. Pretty sure that was removed and was changed just because of how powerful that was to set up and how easy it was to automate. So, no longer do we have to worry about that kind of food, so I'm stuck eating rabbit sandwiches. How delicious. So, we're going to be using this to make kits. So if we take a look at kits, We can use the smeltery, but I think this is going to be just as good. Oh, what am I doing? Kits? Or just kit. There we go, kit. So just to make the basic upgrades, we're going to need bronze gears. And to get bronze, looks like we can cast bronze. We can do magma crucible, bronze dust, and that is 3 copper and 1 tin. So 3 copper and 1 tin in the smeltery will definitely get us that. So take a look here. Copper and tin. And I'm going to need to make a bit of this. So if we take a look here, we do 3 copper, tin. We can do a setup just like this. Drop it down in the smeltery. And we should be good to go. And that should be making Invar for us. And I think that it is going in here, which is not what I want it to do. That is producing Invar dust and literally just going through the process. So let me go ahead and turn this side off. Yeah. There we go. Turn that off. And make sure this is turned off as well. We don't need any sides here to be automated yet. There we go. Perfect. So that is done. Just a regular block. We're making Invar. We'll probably have some Invar over here. Perfect. So making the kit. Making the kit is something that's really easy to do now. We just need a little bit of redstone. And we can make our first kit. And we get a quest completed. Sweet. So that is going to be our first kit section completed. And what do we get from our loot chest? Something nice? Yes, we get more hoppers. I can always use those. I always love them. Okay, so we're just going to beef up our induction smelter for right now. I should be able to make more of those kits, right? I think I need... The only thing I need now is the gears. And that's it, right? So I have 1 kit. I think I can go ahead and make another one. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and get all the things for the compactor, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, the compactor. I should have everything for this. I think the only thing I'm going to need is a block of iron, which we should be able to obtain. Bam. Compactor ready to go. So the compactor is going to make it so I don't have to go down there much anymore. And that's going to be a lifesaver. But where to put this thing? Yeah, this is going to be kind of in the way. I guess I can start moving this out. We can do leadstone. All this stuff is going to get moved to the overworld, so I'm not worried about that. So I need to grab some leadstone flux ducts. We got these guys. And it's going to get placed right here. There we go. Compactor. Let's go ahead and remove all of these, because we don't need anything to be set anywhere. Alright, and we do have a bunch of modes. We have, what? Storage mode and press mode. But we're supposed to be able to make a gear, right, in here? I think. If we look at how this is made, we see compact, but we're going to need the augment gear working die. And the gear working die requires lead plates, pistons, redstone, servo, and an iron gear. So that's something I definitely want to make. Perfect. Look at that. We already have a machine that's doing some glorious work for us. Alright, so we don't have any augments, so we're going to actually use one of these right on this bad boy. That's going to give us an augment slot, and that's where we're going to use that augment slot. Perfect. The only other thing I think I have left to do is make it. Right? And get my iron gear. That's it. We are doing some work today. Let's get that iron down here. Get that cast real quick. Iron gear, and we're ready to craft. There's our augment. So, I can just throw that augment in there. And now we have a gear mode. So we can change this between all of them, and now we have the actual gear mode. So this is going to come in handy so much. Just this one block, it just made my life a lot easier, so I don't have to use the smeltery as much. Because the smeltery is nice, but it's early game, and you don't want to use it for anything but tinker's weapons and tools and things like that. If you absolutely need to. So I'm kind of getting everything over here. It is looking like a mess. I don't really know where to put this, so we have easy access to it. That's the only problem. But we will find a way for sure. Okay, so the Magma Crucible is the one that really needs to be updated or upgraded as well. And I think we can do some speed upgrades. I'm pretty sure we have the ability to do some speed upgrades. So let's take a look at our augments. We should be able to make these augments. Just requires a bit of redstone. And we'll have a slot for at least one augment on this one. And I'm going to use that for this. It is going to use a little bit more power, but we already have a bunch here. And we have some pretty much infinite lava right here. Just slowly builds up. Eventually I'll make more, so we'll have more lava at our disposal. But for right now, that's what we're doing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some diamonds. We have tons of them, so I'm just really going to put diamonds in here. And let this guy do its thing. So we have flux crystals. Look at that. It's using all of our destabilized redstone. And as soon as we take our flux crystals, we should... I think you need 16. Oh no, it's completed. There we go. We got our flux crystals completed. So let's take a look and claim our reward. Let's see what we got. Oh, nothing good there. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't even notice. Nashcrafter's on. Oh, wow. I didn't even say hi. Wow, that's pretty nice. I bet she is completely lost. I think this is one of the first times she's joined. Oh, she left. I don't blame her. I would join in and I'd be like, whoa, what is going on? Yeah, she's been on vacation, I think. So she's been gone for a little while. And she's finally joining in, but she'll have the chance to level up and everything with the way system has this thing set up downstairs. Makes leveling easy. So easy. But yeah, we used everything. So yeah, that was just enough. We have 100 buckets left, or 100 millibuckets. Now, the next step, getting the Flux Electrum. So I don't know how expensive that stuff is. I actually never looked at that. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be an induction smelter recipe. Yeah, it's going to be induction smelter recipe. Nice. Or you can get, how do you get this stuff? Okay, so you can use Electrum with redstone and then place it in an arc furnace and get it that way. It's not going to be as good. So yeah, we need, what is that? Concentrated Hellfire? Ooh, that's going to be some stuff to get. I was working on making some of that, but we also need Flux Electrum Blend. So silver and gold will give us that. Okay. So silver and gold and a bucket of destabilized redstone. Okay, so that's something to work on. So we can go ahead and do that. Of course, I'm going to have to grind for a little bit more redstone. Because I am going to run everybody low on redstone. Because this requires a lot of it. Alright, so I think I have enough of the pulverized silver and gold now. So I should be able to get some of this. So put a bucket in here. That'll give me a bucket of destabilized. And then I just add the bucket with this, right? And I get that blend. Perfect. So all I really need is a crafting table. So let me get one of those. Just so I have easy access to crafting these things. So all I have to do is just throw the bucket in there. And it looks like I can just scoop up the bucket. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That was a waste of redstone. Looky there. Just as simple as that. Wow. Okay, and then in the induction smelter, what else do I need to make? I need to make that flux, or electrum. Flux, this stuff. Okay, so we use... Oh wow, these are a little bit different. Okay, so making this is not going to be that difficult, because what you use this for, say the flux crystals, that's going to be used for your tools and stuff. Or making the rods and obsidian rods. You can get obsidian, okay, so there is a trick to getting obsidian, and I think I'm going to show you that here in a little bit. But you can obtain obsidian. It's not like a normal way. I talked to GS and Sheridan. He did say that you can get it, but it's a little difficult, and I'll explain why here in a minute. So what we need to do is come over here. There is an ice biome back in this this area back here. All right, so here it is. I found it. Perfect. So here we have a body of fluid here. I'm not sure exactly what this fluid is. It does give you resistance, which is really nice, or regeneration actually. So some really nice fluid, but what we can do is take our chalice here, or a bucket of lava, depending on how you do it, and you can just place the lava under the fluid. And that is a way of obtaining this. And of course you can vein mine it and get yourself tons of it. I don't know how intended this is supposed to be, but he did say that this is one way of doing it. The problem is on this stuff you don't want to break the source block, because it will cause an issue. It does delete it. You want to place underneath. And then you should be good. I hear a weird noise though. That's very odd. But yes, you can vein mine this, take it all you want, and we're going to use it here in a minute. Alright, so now that we have that, let's go back to looking at this. I did grab some chisel stuff, because I think we're going to do a little bit of chisel here in a minute. But before that, let's go ahead and work on this. So, we were back to using this flux, and making these ingots here. So, let's go back to the induction smelter. We do need these concentrated hellfire. Now, the concentrated hellfire does come from this process over here, with the Better With mods. And really, all you have to do is throw some netherrack in here, and it'll spit it out. Or you can place a block down here or something to update that redstone signal, and it'll automatically do it for you, which is not bad. Or I can just put a timer up here, and then I wouldn't have to worry about it at all. But that is something that I am going to have to grab. I did notice that it does take a little while, so we only have 9 of them at the moment. They are quite expensive to make and to get, so that is something that definitely have been doing. So as you can see, I can place this block here. It's going to spit them in there, and then I'm going to grab those blocks. When I break this, it should repeat that process, and I should be able to grab the dust, and I'm getting the hellfire dust. And I just keep repeating that process, and gathering all the rewards. So perfect. As you can see there, bam, getting all of it. And it gives you the hellfire dust for netherrack. You can get crushed netherrack by putting netherrack in here. And what you do is you just place this in here, and it's going to start working. Slowly but surely, it will get things done. And it requires 8 of them to make one concentrated ingot here. And then you place that in the induction smelter with this good stuff. And I don't know if it's 1-to-1. Yes, it is 1-to-1. And you get 1 flux electrum ingot. Now, there is something that I was wanting to make, and that was the flux bow. I think I will be able to make this today. So that is something that is awesome. And then getting the quiver on it would be even better. The problem is I don't have any way of charging this thing. As far as I know, there's no charger. So that is something that I'm going to have to look into as well. Possibly getting up today. We have, there's a electric infuser. That is something that we can do. So let's get that. The electric infuser. Sweet. Now we have another achievement that we've completed. Awesome. And what I'm going to do is add another leadstone here. And just smack that bad boy right there for now. Sweet. This is going to build up and store some energy. Alright, so let's go ahead and craft us that bow. So there we go. We should have all the flux. That's going to give us actually another achievement on top of everything. I think I can go ahead and put some of my crafting materials in here that I don't need at the moment. I'm going to take those. And I'm going to take these. And bam. Okay, so making the bow. I do know I'm going to need some string. So some string is definitely something I'm going to need. I also completed some quests. So it looks like I completed this quest, which gives me a loot chest, and this quest. That gets me a loot chest. And let's see, what do we get in our loot chest? Some energy relays, and some nuggets. Perfect. Nothing really big there. Store those away. Okay. So making this bow. This bow is something that I've been pretty interested in making. And I know it's pretty powerful. So it can be powerful, I should say. So we are going to need some pulverized obsidian. I did mine some obsidian. I don't know where it went. Did I put it in the storage? I think I put it in the storage. I did. Now, I didn't want to start working with obsidian until I knew there was a way to get it. And there is a way to get it, other than having a village, which a village has been disabled. You will not be able to get a village anymore. That has been changed. There is no water block type chance cubes that will place water in the nether anymore. Sheridan has fixed that, so should not have to worry about that in the future, which is a good thing. I was hoping he would do that because I really thought the village was kind of breaking things, and it does make the progression a lot easier, as we experienced by accident. But there's our pulverized. Perfect. Then we automatically have all this stuff ready to go. Looks like we need blaze. I know we have tons of it from the mob farm. I'm going to grab a couple here. Alright. So back to the bow. Making this requires the blaze. And then we should be able to get this. And bam. We have a flux-infused bow. And you hit V to empower it. And we can throw it in here and it's going to get charged. Right? Yeah, it's charging. So it uses 200 RF per tick. And I can put special enchants and stuff on this. And things like explosions and all kinds of good stuff. We take a look, there is all kinds of enchantments. It looks like the enchantments it can do is power, multi-shot, unbreaking, flame, punch, infinity, mending. It does a whole bunch of other ones too, I thought. Maybe that's just it. Sweet. Awesome. So yeah, we have all these enchants, and we're fixing to get into some enchantments. But I would definitely like to get some power on here, some multi-shot, punch. That would all be good things. Mending. Anything that would make this thing a lot better would be great. But as you can see, this is a pretty slow... The energetic infuser is pretty slow in its processing, so that's something that I'll have to keep an eye out for. I do want to turn these off. I don't want to accidentally outputting to anything other than its own inventory. And there you go. So, we do have this bow. I am going to have to charge it off camera. But it does use, I think, regular arrows, but there is a quiver. And the quiver, I'm not sure if the quiver uses... It does use RF, but I actually think the quiver does more than just store arrows. I think it creates arrows. Right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm about to find out, though. If it just stores arrows, that's something that's understandable, and I'll still take that if it stores your arrows for you. But I'm pretty sure it uses power to create arrows. I think. So there's the quiver. And let's give it some power just to kind of jumpstart it. Ah, and it's loaded. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can draw this and not... It does have an empowered version. So I don't know what that means. But I do have arrows. That's awesome. I do have arrows. You didn't hear the shot because I do have a mute thing there, but... Bam! We have arrows. And I hit V. Hit V. Oh! Don't look at me. I did not mean to do that. Now we know what empowered does. Let's just turn that off. Let's just turn that off. Let's turn around as if we did not do that. We didn't do nothing. Oh boy. Oh man. I got some work ahead of me. I can't believe I did that. Well, I guess I shouldn't have tested that inside the biodome. Okay, alright, I'll be right back once I fix all this. Alright, so now that I sort of got that mess fixed up over there, all I needed to get is the hammer. Which I think we have another hammer. Or the ability to make one, at least. Now we need hemp fiber. I'll let somebody else knock those things back together. Because I'm pretty sure I don't have a hammer on me, right? I do. I have a hammer right here. Okay, yeah, I can fix them. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, we have a couple of problems, but yeah, I know not to use that in here now. That was dangerous. I didn't know it was going to cause some... I didn't know it was going to cause explosion damage. I've never used it before. I've actually never seen that be used before. I knew it was powerful, but I didn't know that it caused explosion damage. That is dangerous. So when this finishes, it should go in this port, and then this one will move into that port and charge up as well. So I can leave both of them in there. Let them charge up while we start working with some glass and start working with chisel. And I mean both chisels, because we're going to chisel our glass, and we're going to figure out which one we actually want to use. Now, there are a couple of different kinds of glass that we could use. And I think, let's see. We want something that's not going to look horrible, but we do want something that's going to stand out a little bit. And I think the steel framed glass looks really good. So let's chisel these, and we'll place these down. And now we're going to take our diamond chisel, and we're going to open up our menu by holding Alt. This is a really cool way of doing this. We're going to do planes. And I'm going to plane the side of these guys. And this is going to make several, and we really only need one glass block to be able to make this thing. And I have a bit back, and it's storing all those chisel pieces besides these chisels inside my bit bag. Now, while holding my chiseled pieces, I can select what I want, and I want it to be a plane. So I should be able to make a plane off to the side here. Right? There we go. I have to hold shift because it is hooked to a sieve. Now I'm going to make a little structure right here around it just to sort of hold our items in because they are popping everywhere. And I should be able to put a plane down on this angle. I want that. I want it to go the other direction. I might not be able to get it to do it. I might need to place a block down and then place it up against it. There we go. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. Fortunately, I lost that, but that's okay. We can use other structure blocks to sort of build this. I'm not that great with chisel, but I'm okay. Did not mean to put dirt in there. Now I gotta do it. There we go. So, holding shift, I should be able to put these pieces all the way around. And that should stop most of it spitting out. And it should go into here, and so we can step in here from this side, and then it'll work. So it looks like we're empty. I'll just gather some more. And this is just making like a thin barrier. Just like that. And I don't know if I need to go up one more. I think that the only way is to really test it out. And that would be the only way to see. Let's hop in here, let's try this. So is it going to spit out and go all over the place? Doesn't look like it thus far. It is still kind of hopping out of here. I don't know. I don't really know why it does that. Maybe try standing in a certain direction, maybe. That looks like it's doing pretty good this way. I'm wondering, though, is this guy struggling with power? No, it's full. Oh, yeah, we gotta test this out on some bad guys. Let's empower these guys. Both of them. Well, let's go test this out on some bad guys. I want to see how powerful this thing actually is. Alright, so I'm going to do some more testing of this over here in the Nether Fortress. I should see something over here that I could test on. And not be thrown around, because I've been getting thrown around. I hope I don't see that anymore. I do see these guys. I don't know how much damage I do to them. They do have a large health pool, so that's 2 shots. They have a huge health pool. That was not good. What just hit me? And set me on fire. I don't know. But I'm getting out of here. So this does a lot of damage. Even though I don't know what mob is doing that, but it's dropping placing stuff in front of me, making it a lot harder. But I should be able to pretty much kill these guys in 2 shots, yeah. Wow. And they do have a lot of health. Yeah, I'm getting out of here now, because they're all going to be following me. Look at them, though. Wow. That is something else. Well, if you enjoyed that episode, please remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and drop this video a thumbs up. Also, I have a link to a Patreon. You can find that up in the top right-hand corner, right? Yeah, top right-hand corner. You can find that up there. Also, if you go to Twitter, you can find the Cobblenauts at Cobblenauts. So you should be able to find everybody's videos there and find all the links to that great stuff. Also, I have a Discord. If you want to pop on over to the Discord, you can chat with me. Sometimes System Collapse is on there as well. You can find all of us there and have a great time. So, as always, thanks for watching.